Hey guys, I am back for another review. What I'm going to review today is going to be the Arctic Tank. I'm going to be vaping this Arctic Tank on my sub box, my Subex. And while I am reviewing, it just broke. Just kidding. I have put this sub box and this sub tank and this Arctic tank through some fucking hell. I just have. Okay. The bottom unscrews, it just screws right off. Then you got your coil head and you got your base with the airflow holes. You got four of them. Take this. Get some of that juice out of the well. The base. Alright. This is my 0.5 ohm coil. Now the coil heads I am fucking impressed with. Just because. Let's move this down just a tad. Alright, see that slot? These are some big ass slots. You got two of them. You got one there and one on the other side. BTDC. Bottom something. Bottom turbulence dual coil. That's what it is. Alright, 0.5 ohms. Now it says you can range from 30 to 80 watts. Which, you know what, I fucking believe. So, I'm just going to be vaping it on 50 watts today. So you got your juice holes, big ass juice holes, has no problem wicking with higher VG Ejuice. And right in there, you got your Japanese organic cotton and your dual coils. Now, the dual coils are pretty much just stacked on top of each other. Alright. I don't want to get everything all nasty. So this just screws right into place. Now, I find when I'm screwing a coil head back into my Arctic tank base, it's not very smooth at all. It kind of takes a second to find the grooves, which I can't seem to fucking do. Oh, there it goes. Just like that. Put that on there. Okay, my fingers are really oily. Alright, so clean that off. Okay, what I'm going to be vaping is my 4-week steeped Ejuice. Mr. Good Vapes Honey Baby. Alright, alright. So let's crack a bottle open. Crack a bottle open, crack a bottle open. Alright, we're gonna do that. Okay, come on. Come on now. Now, steeping is just when you don't open your juice. You leave the wrap on it for a week or two, but I've been letting this sit for 4 weeks. For 4 weeks. So, shake it. Oh, it smells so good. Full bottle. Oh, so good. Alright, so the way you feel is you just screw off the bottom with the coil head on at the base. And these slots, they're pretty small. They're pretty small. You see it right there? Right up here. They're pretty small, but you can still fit a dripper in there, which is what I got here. And you just can't go super quick because you don't want it to get in the chimney. Now this tank, I will fill, not completely, but enough. Okay. Now, I'm going to screw this on and let the coil soak while I talk about this tank for a minute. Alright, so screw it back on. Alright, so, fuck the drip tip. I'm not going to talk about the drip tip right now. That's what you got right there. Let's see. Alright, so it does come off. Drip tip comes off. The tube comes off. But this metal part right up here will not separate from the tube. The coil comes out and the base comes out. 100% US made Canthal wire. 304 stainless steel, Pyrex glass, 0.3 square millimeter, intake holes, 100% organic cotton. Let's see. Anything else? Need a 25 amp or higher battery to fire this tank. And I got a 35 amp battery. Well, my sub-ohm cell is a 35 amp battery. I don't know how much my other one is. I don't really fucking care because it fires just fine. So that's the Arctic tank from Horizentech. On this case, that silver gray part right here, it says scratch for authenticity code. Scratch it, type in that code, it will take you to a website. It will assure that this is authentic and not a piece of shit clone from fucking China. Alright? Alright! Fuck! Alright. Just got these fucking series of airflow holes. You got 4 of them. Go wide, fully adjustable, no clicks, no ball bearings, no nothing. They're fully adjustable. And I go wide open. What happens on one side is the same exact for all 4. Okay, let's see. And you know what? The way this tank fits on my K-Box Mini, Sub-Box Mini, it's totally flush. It's so good. It's completely flush. It's not overlapping, but it's not hanging over the lip. There is no lip. It is completely flush. And by the looks of it, that doesn't look all that bad. Now this drip tip has 2 airflow holes on it. I've seen other people like do reviews on this and they didn't have airflow holes on theirs. I don't know why, but the one I got had airflow holes. Completely adjustable. Sorry, I just got a text. Alright, they're completely adjustable and I keep them wide open. What happens on one side is the same exact on the other side. Now, this snaps, but it's not tight. But it stays in there and it does its job. Okay, so this is I'm going to start at 30 watts with this Ejuice. I'm going to make this an Ejuice review also along with the tank review. So I'm wide open everywhere. You know what? I'm going to close halfway and keep the mouth wide open. Doesn't do good on 30 watts, but that is the lowest this 0.5 ohm coil will go down to. That's the lowest it'll fire at. So I'm going to close these, I'm going to keep them about a quarter of the way open. I'm going to close this mouthpiece all the way. Oh no, did you guys hear that? Yeah, that's about the only con I have with this damn thing. It's stainless steel, 100% stainless steel. But when it's down to about a quarter closed, it whistles. So turn the volume down for a second if you need to, because I'm still going to fucking hit it. Still at 30 watts, full battery. And this 4-week steeped Ejuice. Yeah, I'm not doing that whistle thing. I'll do it like halfway. Whoa! Spitting in my mouth. It performs pretty much just as well as the Sub Tank Mini when it's halfway closed and completely closed on the drip tip. Yeah, maybe the Sub Tank does a little bit better. Then again, I'm only at 30 watts, which is the lowest this wants to go down to. I'm gonna put these open fully wide airflow holes. Just the amount of air that comes through here, even with the drip tip completely closed and these wide open. I feel like I'm drawing harder than I need to with 4 of these slots completely open. I just feel like I'm drawing harder than I really need to. It's not like sucking the life out of me, but I just feel like I don't need to be drawing that hard. So I'm going to go up to 35 watts. 35 watts. Going to keep the drip tip closed. I'm going to keep all these wide open. Five watts makes a difference. Still going through some juice on those coils from the previous time I loaded this tank. And I got a few juice reviews I'm gonna do. Alright, so I'm gonna go up to 37 watts. Nah, I think let's go 38 watts. I'm gonna open this drip tip all the way. Alright, big throat hit. This that tastes like shit, but it's not burnt. I told you I was getting rid of some of that juice, previous juice, still on those wicks. Alright, this is at 6 milligrams. Completely wide open, both on the base and on the drip tip. So that's six airflow holes, about about a centimeter on the base and about 4 millimeters on the top. Not cloud chasing just yet. But it is a really good vape with all those airflow holes open at 38 watts. I'm going to go up to 44.7 watts. Okay, I got a full battery. So this is pushing out all the power it is saying it is. Much bigger throat hit. Still not a hot vape. Now, the only two problems I had, not problems, because they're not problems, because they can be fixed. The only two cons I have was that the coil head was harder to screw in. It was harder to catch the leads than it needs to be, I guess. Or I'm just fucking retarded and I can't figure it out. But this base right here, all the way up until that ridge, the top of these airflow holes where they swivel, this part right here with these extra ridges on it, everything under that to about where my finger is now, it just gets hot. It just gets warm. Like, not burning to the touch, but it gets warm. All right, so 44.7 watts, wide open. Oh, almost choked me. almost choked me. Uno mas. Oh, fuck me! Alright. Alright. Let's do one more hit. Remember, this is a 0.5 ohm coil. It comes with a 0.5 and a 0.2. And if this review sucks and you are still watching right now, thank you. Leave a comment how I can make my reviews better. I'm not new to vaping. I'm just new to recording myself while I'm talking about it. So I'm new to reviewing. Okay. One more hit at 44.7 watts. It's a good vape. It's decent. And this juice is just great. Steeping. Can't taste everything in it yet, but I will once I put maybe one more tank of Ejuice in here after this one. Alright, so let's go up to 48.5 watts. Now it's getting pretty hot. Not terrible. It's not going to do nothing. The battery, back door, this just vents the battery. That's it. There's no other ventilation other than if I were to fucking take this off, which is funky. Oh. Okay. So that's 44.5 watts. Wide open. It is a warmer vape. It is a bigger, much bigger throat hit where I can't draw in as much as I would. So I'm going to hit it at 50 watts now. 50 watts. But before I do that, I'm going to talk about this Ejuice for a second. Just a second. Just bear with me here. It is much thicker than the other one that I opened the first day I got it, because I've been letting this one steep. And I'll say it again, because I enjoy repeating myself fucking 20 times. 4.5 weeks steeped Ejuice. If you don't know what steeping is already, fuck it, I'll just explain it. It just smells so good. It's citrus. It's a citrusy smell. Okay? Put that back over here. If you don't know what steeping is, it's just letting your bottle sit in a dark place. Dark and cool place, like in a drawer or something, with the wrap still on it for a week or two. I've been letting mine steep for 4. So, that's pretty much it. That's all steeping is. It just enhances the flavor because it oxidizes the nicotine and infuses it more and more and more the longer you let it sit. So I'm going to hit this at 50 watts. There it is. Now the bottom of this tank is pretty hot. It's 50 watts. Nothing huge. Much warmer vape. But the flavor I'm getting now is great. It gets better with every hit. And it's having no problem wicking at 50 watts with about 2 to 3 second pulls. No, it's just a great tank. It doesn't flood like a RDA would, considering this is a sub-ohm tank. Okay, so in my perspective, this would flood just like a RDA would, just because it's sub-ohming. But so is this is sub-ohm tanking. RDA is just sub-ohming. You can flood your coils and wick so fucking easy. Sub-ohming, if you put too much juice on there. This isn't flooding, and it's keeping up with wicking. It's great. It is really good. That's it for this video. This video is fucking 20 minutes, If you watch this video to this point, you win a high five. That's what you win. Because you are just so goddamn awesome. So you know what? Let's just keep on vaping.